Hello everybody, good morning. Today we are going to look at the pricing procedure where we can configure the pricing procedure, how we can define the pricing determination process. We are going to look at the pricing determination process here. So we are in the SAP screen. So first let us go to material management. Here it is material management, and under material management you go to purchasing. Go to material management, and under material management go to purchasing. So under purchasing you can see here conditions. See various conditions over here. Purchasing, let us look at the purchasing. I have seen just now where it is gone. Purchasing, purchase order. Yeah, here conditions. Under conditions, here we are having defined price determination process. Okay, here the price determination process we have. So where we can find this? Under material management, purchasing, purchase order, conditions, and define price determination process. This is the SPRO path where we can configure the pricing procedure. So in this we are having these are all steps. We have defined access sequence for purchasing. We define condition types, define limits, set calculation schema. Yeah, these are all things we have here. So uh, if we see the defined access sequence for purchasing, let us see here. Just click on that. Let us see what it says over here. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to make any changes here. The table is cross-client. That's perfectly fine. So here we are having here access sequence. For example, we can have here select one. Here we can see metal prices or gross prices. We select one existing entry over here and see what is the gross price. This is the access sequence. Okay, 0002 is the access sequence, and under this access sequence we are having accesses. Under accesses we are having fields. So we have selected this access sequence and see fields. What are all the fields over here? If you double click on the fields folder, the left side panel, you will see what are all the fields available over there, right? So it says usage A. What is A here? A is the pricing. Okay, so usage is A. So we are known about now what is A here. And application M. M is what? M is here you can see in this drop down list, M is nothing but the purchasing, correct? So we are seeing here this is This is the determined work area. This is the work area. Okay. So here fields access sequence 002 access. So if you see, if you click on this green tick button, apply, yes, click on this, corresponding entry in access missing. Okay. So this says corresponding entry in access missing. So we should put some access number over there. Okay. So that also we will see. I think there is some network problem issue. Slow network is happening. So SPRO SAP reference IMG. Clicked on that, and then we go to materials management. Then under material management we go to purchasing. Under purchasing we go to purchase orders. Under purchase orders we go to conditions. Under conditions we have define pricing procedure. Define pricing procedure. See where we have here. Define price determination process. Okay, define price determination process. Here it is. So under this we can define access sequences, we can define condition types, and after that condition types we will be having different condition types over here. We have seen the access sequence here. Once again have a look at it. This is okay, fine. And then it comes here, we are having a number of access sequences. So any one vendor hierarchy. So here we say, see here you can n number of access sequences. So we will take about gross price. So gross price we will see, we will select this gross price. And click on accesses. So when you double click on access, we can see here you can select any access over here. Any accesses you can select here, for example MT prices or outline agreement item, the contract item, the material info record. So here we will select any one of these. For example, here we will take plant and material supplier. We are taking this access 55 and then select fields. So what are all the fields here? You can see here plant, material and supplier. These three fields are there. Here what is the release status? Release status also is given over here, right? So this is the fields. Based on these fields, system will look when the pricing procedure is being applied by the system to look at the price for the materials. If these are these are maintained in the condition table, if these fields are maintained in the condition table, then there will be a condition record available in this combination. If the condition record is maintained, so that comes in the access sequence in the first procedure, first step, then system will determine this price. This system will consider this plant, this material number and this supplier, right? This is how the pricing procedure and the access sequence works. I hope you got what I said, right? You understood what is the access sequence and what is the access and what is the fields over here. Okay. So by the time, I think there is a internet issue here. So we will see, we'll wait for some more time. The system will come up because it's a big problem here. So here we have seen this. Now we will go back and have a look at the condition tables, defined condition types. Let us look at the defined condition types. Why we should define the condition types over here? Set pricing condition types, purchasing or optimize access. So we will see here, double click on the set pricing condition types, purchasing. Okay. So here we can create the condition types. So we have these many condition types, different condition types we can create. For a base price, we can create a condition type. For discount, you can create a condition type. For freight charges, you can have a condition type. So if you see here, what is the different percentage? Each percentage we can have a discount and rebates and material rebate, a hierarchy. You can see here the discount percentage on gross, freight percentage on STD, customer rebate, freight value, internal amount, amortization percentage, internal amortization quantity. So these many type of condition types we can create. Okay. So, and these condition types are maintained in the pricing procedure. Now, let us have the optimize access. Now double click on this optimize access. We can see here what is the condition type and what is the access sequence over here and what is the access. Yeah, you have seen what is the condition type, what is the access sequence and what is the access. So that is how we are optimizing the access. Okay. So we are optimizing the access. This is, you see here, condition type. For each condition type, there is an access sequence assigned, and each access sequence, there is an access number assigned, and each access number will have access here. What is that access? Whether it is a material type or vendor, the fields, based on the fields, it will be arranged over here. Okay. So this is all about condition types and price determination process. So here it has given as limits. What are the limits here? So we are not maintaining any limits. Okay. And define exclusion indicators. If there are based on the business requirements, if there are any limits, we can maintain the limits. And what it limits is condition type, condition calculation type, right? And unit, lower limit and upper limit. Here we can maintain the lower limit or upper limits. So these limits we can maintain. And next we see here define exclusion indicators. So defining exclusion indicators means we can have indicators defined whether what is that condition type required here. So this is the exclusion indicators. So we have delivery cost, we have custom duties, tax code, events, metal price, sales price or gross price. These are all the indicators, exclusion indicators. Okay. And next is set calculation schema, purchasing. So set calculation schema, purchasing, what we are doing here, we are going to create a pricing procedure over here. So pricing procedure, schemas. Schema is nothing but this pricing procedure. Okay. So here is the pricing procedure. Services, materials. Okay. This one we will see what it is talking about. We have selected this pricing procedure, services and materials, and here control data, double click on the control data. So you will be having here step number and the condition types, what are all the condition types, which step it will come. So one thing, keep it in mind, based on the step numbers over here in the pricing procedure, in the same sequence, system will execute the condition types, system will apply the condition types while price determination happens for a purchase order. Okay, I hope you are clear here, right? So this is how it happens. Based on these steps mentioned over here, step number, you see here these step numbers will always be in ascending orders: 20, 60, 100, 200, 210, 220, 30, 40, 300. And you know one more thing, you would have been observed here why there is a random numbers here. It is looking, step numbers should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that sequence it should come, right? Why it is a random number? Do you have any guess for that? Because at times what happens, when we run the business, there may be some today at this point of time there may be no discount condition types are required. So discount condition types are not applied over here in the pricing procedure. For example, after some time, after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, there may be a scenario arise where you need to provide a discount, or you need to provide for a tax, some additional tax has come. The government, we need to pay additional tax. For that, we don't have any condition types, right? For that, to adjust those entries, adjust those condition types here, newly created condition types, to adjust the newly created condition types, we have the, when we create that, so that is the reason why we have given the number gaps over here. And we don't know where exactly it should come. That is based on the business requirement. So based on the purchasing department's advice, the business will, the consultant will provide the, will set up that particular condition type over here in the pricing procedure or pricing schema. Okay, that is the reason you can see here the step numbers will always have gap. One step to the another step, there will be a gap of something. That is nothing wrong in that. That is very useful, and it is a standard process, standard procedure. Okay. So here let us see how many condition types over here. We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 condition types we have here. Okay. So apart from this, we have so many columns over here, right? From which step to which step this condition type should consider the calculation. While system calculating, from which step to which step, that we need to mention here. So here from 20, step 20 is this, what? Step 20 is here, right? Step 20 it will calculate, first step. And the next step is nothing. Next step is what? PMP0 is manual price. So here manual price indicator is ticked. Okay. Manual price indicator is checked here. Wherever manual price indicator is checked, that you need to, wherever this column is checked, that you understand that is the manual pricing. Okay. Fine. Next is what? Next is required. Whether this particular step is required in the calculation while calculating the price. Okay, that required. And here it is the statistical. Whether this is, see, for example, here this statistical is ticked over here. This particular step number 850 is a static, right? So non-deductible tax. This is the static. It will not be unstatic over here. It will not be, this pricing procedure, this price calculation will be the static over here. So here the next is cash discount also is a static, because that numbers or that amount will not get ever changed. If the cash discount you say 100 rupees, that is the static amount, and if the non-deductible tax is 1%, that is 1% only, right? And when it is going to change, for that we need to change the condition records and we need to maintain the tax percentage over there in the condition records. So based on that it will be pick up. Okay, now what are these? This is relevant for account determination. Relevant for account determination, that will be ticked. If it is ticked, so then it will be calculated while account determination happens. This also will be considered for the account determination process. GL account and account determination process, it will also be considered if it is put a tick over here. Right, next is print type. Let us see what are these types. Okay, so these many types are available. It is not printed. If it is kept blank, it is not printed. Not printed in the sense where it is not printed, where it will not be printed in the purchase order, right? And here it is mentioned all as A. So what is A here? At item level. This is at item level, print will happen. In the purchase order, item level details, it will appear. Okay. And the next is subtotal. Subtotal is what? Here we can see subtotal is 9. 9 they have mentioned, it is means it is the subtotal gross value. Gross value subtotal here. And here in this case it is 7. 7 is what? 7 is the carryover value to rebates. Okay, rebate carryover value. And what is 3? This is also carryover value. This is also carryover value. Nice. And then what else? Okay, and then what else is here? So nothing much is relevant. Other fields are not much relevant here. Wherever it is relevant, it has been mentioned over here. So what is the alternative calculation condition amount? Alternative calculation condition amount is what? Here 2. 2 is said what? Based on what it will calculate? 2 is what? Net value. So that is fine. Net value, it will be calculated alternatively. And here it is 11. It is mentioned as alternative conditions. Yeah, this 11 is what? Cash discount base. So this is cash discount base. So these all will be maintained in the pricing procedure. This is all about setting up the pricing procedure. Okay, now let's go back. So this is all about pricing procedure, price determination procedure. So we have seen today what is the price determination procedure, and I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please comment in the comments box whether you liked it or not liked it, and what is your inputs. Please do that, so that will keep encouraging us to put such more videos. Okay, thank you so much guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.